Josh, big weekend for you guys, starting with Quinnipiac, coming off the Cornell game. How important is it to get bounced back down there and playing down there?
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity for us. I mean, a chance to try to attack a game against a really good opposition, and we have to start fast because they're really talented.
How important is you mentioned Starcraft? How important is Starcraft to keep the momentum going against a team like that? Because they can get on you guys early and maybe make things frustrating.
Yeah, I think if you go to sleep at all, like they'll make you pay. Like they have a ton of offense. They're dangerous up front. A real complete hockey team. So we have to, if we get some momentum, we got to keep carrying it.
Is this, with playoffs coming up, is this a good litmus test for you to see how you do with QPAC, knowing, playoffs are down the road, kind of give you an idea if you guys are getting ready?
Yeah, I think like every weekend now it's good measuring sticks. We have tough opponents every weekend on the way out, and obviously like Quinnipiac right now in first place, a top 10 team in the country. So it'll be good to see where we stack up nationally.
It seems that they have been a little vulnerable lately. I mean, they lost at the Colgate Cornell trip. They lost at St. Lawrence last Friday. I mean, have you watched any of that tape of that St. Lawrence game and noticed what St. Lawrence did that you could maybe do?
I thought Quinnipiac had a lot of good chances and easily could have found a way to win that game. It just didn't fall for them that night. But St. Lawrence played really hard. St. Lawrence protected the net front and just kind of try to keep everything to the outside. But it's for us, we're going to have to compete at a high level if we want to beat them, and we got to make sure it's a long night for them, just being physical and protecting the front of the net.
How much going into a game like this do you have to focus on discipline? You're on the road. It's a hostile environment against defending champs and all that goes into it, and then keeping your heads in the game.
Well, I think that for us is the first talk we had on Monday was just about discipline, and I thought there were some questionable or 50-50 calls that went against us on the weekend, but we put ourselves in that spot, and if you put yourself in that spot, you're giving the official a chance to call a penalty. So we have to, we can't do that. We can't let our emotions get the best of us, and we have to be calmer, and we definitely have to be disciplined.
Especially in the offensive zone, because you don't want those kind of penalties.
Yeah, there's no reason for those stick penalties where maybe you're just reaching for a puck or being lazy. If we take a penalty and it's a physical penalty, like we can live with that. We want to get rid of the checks from behind. Like that's something we just got to wrap up and make sure we don't do. But if it's a roughing or if it's a boarding because you hit somebody too hard, like we'll take those penalties. But the hooks, the trips that are just kind of lazy penalties we're trying to get out of our game.
Especially, not Josh next, but he had two of those in the game Saturday with the cross check and the slash. I think a lot of people thought that Ian Shane had initiated things there, but at the same time, do the players have to try to maintain that discipline and not retaliate?
Yeah, we sort of discussed Josh's second penalty there, and I thought that they should at least even that up, but they didn't, and Josh got upset and got up aggressively, and like they felt that stirred the pot, and that was kind of the reason for a little bit more. So we talked to Josh, hey, you got to control it, but I thought that if I'm being honest, I thought that should have at least been evened up, and we just got the bad end of that.
What's going to be the key to slowing Quinnipiac down?
I think you gotta be in the middle of the ice. You got to keep them to the outside. You got to get your bumps in when you have a chance to be physical. You got to bump them and make it a long night that way. And then we have to hold on to the puck better. We can't just throw a puck to the middle of the ice and start their transition game. So it's going to be us just managing pucks and making sure we're playing behind them and we're above them defensively.
What was the key in the game here back in December? There was a 5-0 game. What did they do that you guys couldn't score?
Well, I thought they did a really nice job of again keeping us to the outside, and I thought their goalie played well when we did get chances. Again, they're deep top to bottom. I thought the first half of the game, like they had the puck more than us, and we kind of, again, it was somewhat similar to the Cornell game in the sense that they came out early. We gave them we gave them a ton of respect, and they made us pay.
Do you expect any lineup changes for Friday?
I'm hoping we'll get Cole Kazi back in this weekend, and other than that, defensively kind of keep shuffling it around. But yeah, for the most part, we're relatively healthy and have kind of been going with a somewhat similar lineup.